With the gold and coal mining sectors heading into wage negotiation season soon, everyone is jittery that we may see a repeat of last year's record-long platinum strike, where trade union AMCU even took employers to court to try and prevent them from communicating with their employees. The sector has been characterized by hostile relations and poor communications between employers and their workers, something that inspired Deloitte Digital to develop a new workforce engagement solution. In studio with me to discuss this and tell us how it works and the difference that it can potentially make to this industry, I am with Joanne Doyle-Wendt. She's a senior manager at Deloitte. Thank you so much, Joanne. Tell us about this management system. The workforce engagement solution. What is it? How does it work?
So workforce engagement solution gives an organization, and particularly organizations like mining, retail, manufacturing, an opportunity to commute directly to their employees. So, you know, we see a large scale workforces, very diverse, lots of different kind of levels within various different skills. And also what we must also look at is the language preference of the particular employees. Yes. So this tool is a mobile-based USSD platform that allows the organization to communicate directly to their employees, allows the employees to actually communicate back to the organization, and it allows for a really opportunity to create trust between workers and the employer.
So if I'm an employee and you're an employer,
yep,
I would have an SMS that you would give me daily updates. Is that how it works?
So it's not just an SMS platform. Okay. I think that we have used SMS technology in the past, which has really been unsuccessful in these kind of labor-intensive organizations. So where SMS is just one part, it's very important to the USSD functionalities, to be able to dial into a particular string and to be able to broadcast communication, survey, and then reward for engagement, which is really important.
Has this been rolled out?
It has been rolled out in one of South Africa's largest mining organizations, and what it has allowed us to do is to really gather insights right from the coalface, to be able to drive those insights back into the organization, and to ensure that employees are always informed of company changes in the organization, allow us to push safety messaging. And I think a really important part is the content that we create around that. So what we're able to do is an individual is not just, Miner 74. He is an individual that has particular likes, and we build all psychographic content around that. So it really changes the engagement from an employee number to an individual.
How do you tap into employees? Like you said, it's a very diverse employee base that you have, different cultures, different languages, different likes and dislikes. So how do you tailor-make it or make it relevant to the employee base?
So actually what we do is we roll out a very strategic research and focus groups to identify, first of all, how do you feel about current communications? Is there an understanding? Is the information too big to digest? Also, we find that this blanket communication doesn't really work at the moment. So be able to actually identify with and spend time with each employee. It gives us an opportunity to develop content that is unique to that individual, that actually makes a difference and builds trust between an organization and the employees.
What is the incentive for the employee? For you to talk to me, I may be a bit wary. Why would you like to gain my trust? So what is the incentive?
So first of all, I think really important, it's a voluntary engagement, and the employee wants information from the organization. So what we do is we put a whole host of a package of rewards together for that individual. Rewards may be anything from airtime to mobile vouchers, but it is around rewarding for information, to be able to have the voice to communicate what it is that you want, and we reward for particular pieces of engagement.
How are employers going to be able to contend with these big unions that have spent years growing trust with their employees? You look at the likes of the National Union of Mine Workers, who've been around for decades. How are you going to be able to contend with the trust that they've built?
So I think we must be very clear in terms of workforce engagement. So workforce engagement is not something that can be switched on to be able to, when we lead to wage negotiations. It's something that an organization does over time, and it really is to gather insight for all parties involved, to be able to communicate better, to ensure that people are happy, people are productive, and increase the operational efficiencies for a particular business.
Joanne, thank you so much for telling us about this, and I sincerely hope that this is going to be a mechanism that can help avert all the hostility that we have seen with wage negotiations coming up. Thanks to Joanne Doyle-Wendt.